Did this thing just stop streaming or something? The hell? Has this not been streaming the entire time? That's great. Hi. I swear I started streaming already. What the hell is going on? This is very, very weird. Hi. Not sure if this thing had stopped streaming altogether or what. But yeah, if it hasn't been streaming, I'm an idiot. If it has been streaming and all of a sudden cut off, that is also weird. Ugh, what is with me? Actually, let me just start this from back to the beginning then. Yeah, I didn't turn it on. Why am I stupid? I'm clearly not awake yet. I've been blabbing here for 24 minutes and I didn't turn this thing on yet. Great. Great. At least now I'm fully caffeinated, at least. Hi. Hopefully you guys have had a good weekend. I'm apparently not awake enough yet for this. Given I was sitting here for 20 some odd minutes and not realized that I had the thing not set to start streaming somehow. I would go back to the start screen, but I really can't be bothered right now. But happy Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you are in the world. I was drinking my tea, and my tea is gone now. And also, hopefully your weekends have been well. Did not do terribly much for my own weekend so far. I said so far, like it's still a weekend. I did not do terribly much in my weekend. I mean, I did do a wee bit of crafting. Finished the socks, the ones that I somehow forgot a whole entire heel turn in. Please don't ask me how I did that. Because I don't even know. Like, how do you forget a whole entire heel turn? I've been knitting socks for how many years now, and I somehow forgot a whole heel turn. I'm just glad I did not have to frog the entire foot of that sock, because I think I would have probably just cried at that point. It was just like, I was so close, and then I was just like, oh, that's a problem. Which, I don't know how I didn't catch that before then. I was like, this fits weird, and it's like, I see the heel flap, but my brain somehow did not compute until I was looking at it that I was like, there is no heel turn. Meaning the latter part of the heel is not there. So that's a problem. Also, all the packages that I sent out seem to have gotten to their recipients from the other day. Specifically, the one with the tiny baby socks, keychains, and also the stitch markers. So basically, I have the dice bag still to do. That thing's been sitting there forever. Mission sucks that I finally got started yesterday, although I had to frog what little progress I had because I realized I was missing stitches, which, you know, that's great. It wasn't a ton of stitches, like 4 stitches, so about half an inch. Not terribly bad, and that would have probably been fine given the whole, I want to make sure these socks aren't too large. Just because they are not for me, obviously, or else it wouldn't be commission. Anyhow, Make sure to cast on the proper amount of stitches, and we are right back on track. Which, by the way, the commission socks, if anybody's... Hello! Hi! I technically got started late because I'm an idiot and somehow forgot to press the start button. So I've been sitting here doing this for like 20 some odd minutes already and didn't realize until I was like, wait a minute, why is this thing not on? So that's my day right now. But how are you doing? Hopefully you are having a good evening. And your Tuesday so far has been good. Yeah, I was just like... So I didn't even bother going to the start screen again, because I had done everything, and I was like, oh, I'll go like 5 minutes late, and then it's just like... I've only done that one other time. One. Like, apparently I was not awake enough to realize that. Nikiana! Hi, yes. Yes, it is. How goes? Saw you in Girl November's chat, so... I know how your day is going so far. Hopefully it stayed good. But yeah, it's a little bit good as always, a nice change of pace. I mean, it's not like my computer blue screened, that would have been worse, which... That actually happened yesterday not yesterday. Saturday. Nope, not Saturday. It was yesterday. Words, because yesterday was Monday, not Sunday. I know what day of the week it is. But yeah, I was literally sitting here doing a couple of things, and all of a sudden the computer was just like, goodbye, and I was just like, what? This is the first time I had this thing blue screen. So confused. Luckily, I wasn't working on anything, so... My back's been boo! I have chocolate ice cream. Yeah, chocolate ice cream, I would hope somewhat evens it out. But yeah, boo on your back bothering you. That's no fun. So basically, I am working on second dish towel. I finished the first one. So I am in Aquarium Multi? Yeah, Aquarium Multi. Because I wanted to say Aquamarine, but I know it's not Aquamarine. I think I picked that up from Girl November, because she has this color. And I think she tends to call it Aquamint sometimes. I'm like, that's gonna stick in my head. Okay, thanks. Oh, cherry. Cherry is not one of my favorite flavors. I don't mind it sometimes. But it's a nice flavor if you want something on the more tart side. I just very much have a sweet tooth, so it tends to be like... more like strawberry, kiwi, or something. Although, at the moment, I kind of have to stay away from, like, super much in the way of acid, so... No citrus for me, currently. Also, no coffee either, because, you know, coffee is acidic. So, that's a thing. But thankfully, it's only temporary. Just have to wait for straighten stuff out. Also, that's why I have black tea. I can't do the coffee, although the stuff is also technically on the no list because it's both mint and chocolate, although I think the chocolate's more for aroma rather than actual taste because you definitely more so taste the mint. I love chocolate mint anything. You can take that from my cold dead hands. Also, I was looking at my past VODs and 2 of them seem to have muted audio for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. There are no strikes against me, which that is very much a good thing. I was worried. I saw the muted videos and I was just like, I was like, oh, okay, there's no strikes, so They're not saying I did anything copywritten, so I'm not sure why they're muted. One being the Saturday stream. The Saturday stream was basically me wondering what the hell did I do to deserve this while playing Lego Star Wars. Which, for anybody who didn't see that, managed to play my way through a majority of the level and got my stupid stealth stuck on a glitch and had to restart the whole level again. So I basically speed ran through the entire level now that I knew what I was doing. In like half the time, so that was like nearly a 4.5 hour stream. Just because of that stupid glitch. Well, I shouldn't have technically gone back anyway, but I wasn't sure what the heck I needed to do. So I kind of wanted to make sure that, you know, I didn't miss anything. Although, the answer was kind of sitting in my face. So, that was fun. But I hadn't put 2 and 2 together with it. Also, it was Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. So I have, you know, Lego wizard person. I don't want to play that on stream because I don't want to, you know, give any sort of goddamn thing to you-know-who because she is a garbage human. But anyway, I do want to at least finish playing the second one. I had bought these before we found out she was a terrible person when these were on sale. Plus, unfortunately, it's not like I can give them back. Or else I would. Anyhow, it was fun until, you know, the glitch and I kind of had to redo the level playing Lego Star Wars because getting to destroy stuff virtually is always quite fun. There we go. I have no idea how far I am in this. I think I'm getting somewhat close to halfway done. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, also, very unrelated thing, but I got a package in the mail yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Which I've been expecting this since Liz, aka Freckled Fiberworks, is doing the move, so she was getting rid of her smaller rigid heddle loom? Is it rigid heddle? I think it is. So, she asked if I wanted it, and it got over here. There was a slight mishap when she was sending it to here, so tiny broken thing here and there. Nothing, you know, catastrophic, but basically I'd be able to do bigger stuff on a larger loom. Words. That'd definitely be fun once I figure out how to do the thing. Which I don't know when that'll be. Probably not, like, immediately, because again, dish towels, mission socks, need to get back to the mission blanket. Yeah, that should be interesting, although I'm not sure it's gonna fit on this tiny space, so I would have to figure out where to do that. But yeah, it's a 10-inch, so definitely larger than the small frame loom, and should be fun. Also, it would allow me to use up the smaller scraps from like the stuff I make out of cotton. So I'd be able to weave, you know, some stuff out of that. Yeah. But yeah, that is the thing I am still quite new at, the loom weaving. It is fun and interesting, plus, you know, I certainly have a lot of scraps to work with, so I certainly won't be lacking for those anytime soon. Also, I have not made a Hexy Puff in a while, just because I've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I'll hopefully get back onto that. Come on. Here we are. My brain is telling me I'm close to first break, even though technically I'm nowhere near break now. And it's just like, well, technically I did start late anyway, when I originally started, but even then, it'd still be about 40 minutes in now. Also, I imagine anyone who watches the VOD is gonna be like, this is an abrupt start. Oh well. Eh. Such is life. And in the midst of opening thing, I broke one of my... Hilariously, my other middle finger nail, I broke. This one was already splitting. I had to cut it down, so it's not all the way down. And this one's starting to split at the sides just a little bit. So I think I might see about cutting the rest of these down a little bit. I was gonna do my nails, and now it's just like... Ugh. That's why that always seems to happen. I'm like, I'll do my nails. Wait a couple of days. Just start breaking them left, right, and center. Although, it took a while. I was honestly more worried when the last time I did them with the nail wraps, like, I was worried it was gonna be immediately after, because, you know, I'd kind of just ripped them off. Even though you're supposed to, you know, use some nail polish remover and, like, get the things off. Which, again, I did not do. Which is very bad. Don't be like me and don't be lazy. Although I do want to play with those nail wraps more. I would have done that this weekend, but I had not felt like it. On. Also, this is starting to shift a little bit on me. At least it feels like it to me. Feels a little bit off. Oop. Let's not shake the laptop. Or knock the camera. I just nudged it a tiny bit. I felt my glasses brush against it. Oh well. Also, it's kind of amusing that getting on here you tend to remember all the stuff you keep meaning to do. Like, I have one or two minor things to do with GIFbot, and also... What is it? A thing I need to tweak in the Discord to get the bot to actually shout out that, you know, stream's going in, so I don't have to do it manually. But I've not been able to figure out how to get it to do the thing. I'm gonna see if me messing around with the permissions would allow it to do that. I tried to do it from scratch and it didn't work, and I don't know what the heck to do, in full honesty. There's nothing really internet-wise about it. I had it set up to do that on old laptop, but given, you know, old laptop doesn't exist anymore, obviously I have to move the program to this laptop, so that messed around with that, and then all the settings and all the stuff had to get redone. It was fun. And by fun, very, very annoying. I really should compare with the previous washcloth. Dish towel words. Although technically I imagine, given the size they use, maybe you could use these as super long dishcloth. Not super long. Washcloths. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, let me grab the previous one. I don't have... Actually, no, it's over there. Let me just grab that while I'm at it. There. So I was like, I knew I have a tape measure, because I always have a tape measure, because I have 2 of them. Yep, this is the first one, and what's this one? Sea turtle. Let's see. Okay, this is about a little over halfway. That means this should be about 7 inches. Yeah. Almost 7 inches on the dot, although I think this thing's kind of like so. Yeah. Almost 7 inches on the dot. Alright. Cool. Also, how are your respective weekends, if you feel like chatting about them? Other than me finishing socks that I basically had to deal with reknitting all the way back up almost the toe, because I forgot a heel turn somehow. Which I honestly just want to bang my head on the wall, because it's just like, how did you manage that? How? And by you, I mean me. Like, I think that is the only time I ever done that. Whenever it comes to knitting socks, like, I think I thought about doing it, and then my brain just totally just was like, I guess it's time to do the thing, and then skipped it, like... Luckily, those were for me. Plus, I could fix them without having to frog the entire foot. Which is also great. There we are. So, the larger over-the-ear headphones that I have, my only annoyance when it comes to those is when I connect them via the Bluetooth to anything, the sound just gets cranked up to like 80%, and I'm like, why? Why are we doing that? Why is that okay? It's very weird. I've never had that happen with any of the headphones that I've gotten from them before. I don't know if it's a glitch or something. Or that's just how these headphones are. Which, given I can turn on the volume, I just sometimes forget, and then when I press, play on something and it's just like getting my eardrums blasted, I'm just like, turn it down, oh my gosh. And panicking for like 30 seconds. As I pause the thing and turn down the volume. I'd like to, not be deafened by my media of choice. Thankfully, when I can plug it in via the auxiliary cord thing, it doesn't do that. Which, anybody not aware, I'm talking about these guys. Which, it's actually coming off a little bit lighter because the light's shining off of them, but it's like a minty green on the outside and purple on the inside. I know, shocking. But yeah, you can put like the auxiliary cord in this part and like plug it in, so I gotta use them Bluetooth or regularly. Thus allowing me not to charge them as often, which they have like a, 55 to 60 hour of use with every charge, which is really, really good. Means I don't have to charge them frequently, like say once every week or so. Oh, so I should put those back up. Yeah. Oh, so if I wander out of frame, totally feel free to tell me. That is a thing I do sometimes, and it's very much annoying. Try not to do it, but it happens just because the whole so used to having, my projects closer to me. I sometimes forget I shouldn't be doing that during, stream. Also, that's better, because I realize it's going up top of this gap. Also, do you guys have any favorite tea or coffee? I was saying earlier, I really do love pretty much anything that is chocolate or mint flavor, or, put the two together, so a chocolate mint, because I feel like those flavors play off really well off of each other. But I do like, sometimes good, let's see, herbal tea, like say apple and cinnamon, but sometimes I like a good chai. So basically, I am definitely more of a black tea person, so flavored black tea, raspberry black tea, a little bit of milk and sugar. That is always a good one. Or cinnamon black tea. Although I do want to try more Harney and Sons flavors, which some of them have, come in actual tea bags, so I don't have to use an infuser, which is very, very good. Which, Harney and Sons, which this is the first one of these tins I have. It's like a 4-ounce tin of loose leaf tea, which you can get 30 to 40 cups of tea out of this one. I currently have another one of these hanging out in our cabinet, but this one's the empty one, which I think I wanted to keep stuff in this, which is why I kept the tin. Oh, I keep forgetting there's like a Best By date on the bottom, which, loose leaf teas, or tea in general, can go bad. Although I feel like more of like tea with like say fruit bits in there tend to go bad a little bit sooner. You know, fruit product. It would be kind of amusing if I somehow managed to finish this dish towel today. I doubt it in the next 2.5 hours. And it would be amusing. Somehow managed to do so. That's because I sat here blabbing to myself for 20 some odd minutes. Caledon, hello. Normally I would have been nearing a break, but I forgot to press the live button and ended up sitting here for like 24 minutes talking, not realizing I didn't press the on button. I'm apparently not awake enough yet, even though I was having black tea at that point in time. Like, not sure I did that, but I did. Although that was like the second time I've ever done that, thinking I was live and sitting here blabbing and then realizing you are not live. Luckily, I have nowhere pressing to be, so it is not the worst case scenario. Also, here working on dish towel number 2. Dish towel number 1's already done. And I'm about halfway done with this dish towel here, so progress is being made. I have 4 more of these. 4 more of these. And then I'll be taking many pictures and putting it on the Etsy page and seeing what comes of it. Also, apparently needing to figure out why some of my audio was muted on 2 of my previous streams. Not sure exactly why, especially Saturday, given I was playing a game and the game audio is basically the only audio I really had, unless I took a break and then I had what's its face? The usual this stuff on here for the breaks, just so it wouldn't be just dead silence in the break on the break screens. So I really don't know why that one's saying muted audio. I didn't have any strikes, so that's good at least, but yeah, I don't understand why that is. It's weird. So I'm gonna have to figure out what that is and then see what I can do about it. Because watch it's just something stupid and then I have to protest that. And I only happened to look by accident just to see. But I honestly was curious to see how many people watched that VOD of the LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. Also, I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I am caffeinated, meaning that I will go on very, very long tangents, rambling forever and ever. Like, I can't help it. Especially when I'm caffeinated, just means I will go on and on and on. So I should probably do a Subsquare stream sometime this week. Probably Friday. Moro Nikki, thank you for the host. How goes? Hope you're well. Hello. Happy Tuesday to ya. I'm here blabbing away. Working on a dish towel. Also pondering I might need to... from a weird night. Oh. Oh. Also, oh, that's why I didn't turn that back on. Whoops. I was like, why am I hearing Discord sounds? Give me a second to turn streamer mode back on. Cause I'm a doofus and forgot to turn it back on. There. There we go. Trash bins inside the ring gloating about it. I was gonna ask them, like, they desperate? Which, that's one thing. Because, you know, sometimes restaurants tend to throw away perfectly good food. So I'd kind of understand, but it's like, why are you gloating? Not you, but them. That is very, very strange. But yeah, going back to the former part of your statement, I presume it was very bad. Why were you socially trapped? Pray tell. How about I stop doing that? Come on. Also, unrelated, but apparently didn't realize I had dropped my wireless mouse at some point last night, and then it was just like, I was looking for my mouse when I was turning on my computer this morning, and I was just like, where did my mouse go? So I literally had to go on a short scavenger hunt to find where my mouse went. Obviously, I did succeed, but it was one of those. This is annoying. The order was messed up, they got a new sandwich. And go into a try to start laughing at my friend. I think they were friends of a guy I talked to, honestly. Oh, basically. Were they trying to get the other sandwich? The one that they said was incorrect? And try to dig in the trash for a free sandwich? That's weird and also stupid. Especially in COVID times. I'd feel that would be very much a risk. Also, on the latter point, don't know how good of a friend you are. The guy who's friends with, you know, the asshole. But I was like, obviously, the moment that starts, I'd probably be... Yeah, I think they were trying to... Yeah, I would think so. I'm like, there are like 20 things wrong with that. Like, dude. Like, in ye old plague times, you're doing that. Like, it is a trash can. Do you know the possibility of stuff possibly containing, or, you know, at least people having been in contact with it that may have had potentially had COVID? Like, that seems like a very, very bad idea. In every sense of the word. Ugh, teenagers. Also, that makes me feel like I'm old. I'm begrudging teenagers. It's like, not even 30, man. Not even 30. Getting there, but not quite. Oop, nope. How about I don't do that? Yeah, obviously, get rid of the asshole being a racist. Besides, fair enough. But yeah, yay for being alright otherwise. Yeah, I finished my tea. Yeah, I'd finished my tea earlier. I was about to go and drink my tea. I'm like, my tea would probably be cold right now anyway if it was still there. Normally I would have finished my tea before stream, but I had waited too long, and basically adding the milk made it a wee bit cold, so I had to put it back in the microwave, which I know for anybody who disapproves of the microwave method for their boiling tea water, too bad. I don't got all day for a kettle. Plus, the idea of being in front of anywhere warm in the middle of summer sounds like a no to me. I'll be real honest with you. Although, it's not that bad today. I have the ceiling fan on, but yeah, post the, I think it was, if not Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I had to turn on the AC because it was hot as well. After that, it's pretty much has been alright. Not exactly, you know, fall weather, but not exactly someone's lighting the atmosphere on fire either, so alright as far as summer goes. Do you have any plans for your day so far? You're an hour behind me, so yeah, it's afternoon for you. How about I stop wandering out of frame? That would be great. Oops. Come on. There we go. Normally I don't do like this much garter stitch, well unless I'm doing that 10 stitch blanket. Although I haven't done one of those in a really long time. Although I do like them. But yeah, knitting blankets are one of those things where I'm like, no thank you. Which blankets themselves are like very much the long-term projects. That and sweaters, although I do have a sweater on the needles, also a shawl on the needles. Which I do want to get back to that sweater. Dinner girl, hello, how are you? Hopefully you are having a good Tuesday. I saw Young Girl November's chat earlier, I believe. I could be mistaken. Yeah, I think I might be mistaken with Eva. But I'm not entirely sure. I was doing my usual lurk time. Saying the occasional thing. But yes, either way. Hello, how are you? Pretty sure it's evening for you. Not bad. It is not stupid hot, and I am not melting, so... improvement? Although, otherwise... started later than I thought I intended to, just because I forgot to press the start button. So I had been sitting here talking to myself for like 24 minutes. Like, literally talking to myself. Not realizing button wasn't on. So, that was a fun time. On the weekend. Yeah, Saturday was not fun. I literally the past 2 streams, so Saturday and Friday, I had to turn on the AC midstream just because it was just that disgusting with the humidity. Which it is. Oh, okay. I figure you're like 5 hours ahead from me. That's why I said evening. But I know you're definitely ahead of me. Time zone wise, I can speak. Do-do-do. 34 on Saturday and 31. Okay, that's like close. Both of those are close to like 90-ish. Yeah, also I figured you meant Celsius. Because once you start talking 20s and 30s, that is usually Celsius. Alright, Celsius to Fahrenheit. But yeah. I know it's like 30 something to get to... Oh, 93. And... okay, yeah, 31 still. It's like 32 is like just about 90. Yeah, little under 90, but just about 90. Alright. Cool. Oh, it's 12. Oh no, you're 2 hours behind me. Interesting. I don't know why. I always thought you were ahead of me. It's very hard to keep up with time zones, although I'm usually good at it. Yeah, that means you're... let's see... Mountain time? Let's see... Pacific... wait, Pacific... Central Mountain... Eastern, I think. Okay. Mountain time. Okay, yes, so... oh, Pacific Mountain, Central Eastern. Okay, cool. Time zones, man. Ugh. But yeah, basically what is going on is dish towel, which this one, minus the ends I need to weave in, is the one I have done, which I have ones that I'm with cables, but given very short color changes with this yarn, which if you're familiar with, you know, Girl November's washcloths, basically the same yarn. And I figured cables wouldn't show very well because short color changes, so I'm basically doing garter stitch forever. Which I'm about halfway. Trying to keep... that is fair. Do you have AC or no? I imagine that would help if you do, but... or any sort of alternatives, like, you know, blasting as many fans on yourself as you can possibly manage. Because that is always an option, too. I know not everybody can have AC. even though I feel like, given, you know, the whole climate change and all that fun times, ACs definitely should be, you know, a standard and not considered a luxury for anybody. Okay, fair. Yeah, so I have a fan. Okay, cool. Fan is useful and helpful. But I know after a while, depending on how hot it gets, the fan is just moving hot air around and it's just like, ugh. So I know that feeling. Very, very well. I cannot wait till it's fall, but at the same time, fall means it starts getting darker sooner. Which is my only thing I do not enjoy because, you know, time change and it basically ends up being dark at 5 p.m., which is not something I enjoy ever. You have to wait for like a couple of months for that to not be a thing again. Fall is almost, yeah. It's like just around the corner. It's kind of crazy. Because to a degree it feels like, you know, summer has just started, but it has indeed gone by. This whole year is going by like nothing, and it's kind of insane. Although it's both a good and a bad thing. I was gonna work on the commission socks today, but given I'm still on the ribbing part for the cuff, I figured that would be a boring time, so that's why it's dish towel number 2. Plus, dish towel number 2 means I don't have to, like, stare at a chart. Which... Ah! What am I doing? Sorry, lost train of thought. But yeah, having to look at chart would be not conducive for me being able to read chat at the same time. Well, thank you. This is one of the Dishy yarns. Aquamarine Aquarium Multi. I have 4 more of these to make in other colors. I'm gonna probably do the multi-blue one yet. Next, Cup and Saucer. Yeah, Cup and Saucer. What is it? Summer Jam? No, not Summer Jam. Berry Basket. Berry Basket and... Dream House? Yeah, Dream House is the pink one. Basically, finish these, weave in the respective ends, take many pictures, put this up on the Etsy, and see what happens. Although the one good under a heat warning, special air quality. Blah. Yep. We had both of those past couple of days when the humidity was high. Which, air quality being terrible, apparently my throat didn't appreciate. Because it was like almost having a sore throat almost for the day. It was weird. Usually that doesn't affect me, but this time around it did, and I was just like, what's going on here? no, 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 no. Don't do that. We got that. Oh, yeah, that would do it too. Ugh. I personally have, like, no clue on that. The fire getting contained? I hope so. Because wildfires are, like, very high on my nope category. That, hurricane, and tornadoes. Those are, like, the weather events I want nothing to do with. Which, speaking of, I think we're gonna get rain. Someone start. Yikes. Well, that is not good at all. I know sometimes some of the fires happens by accident, but obviously you're alluding more to arson. Some fires were started by, yeah, if it's dry enough, that'll be certainly a thing. Which I feel like that's definitely a thing sometimes that happens over on the West Coast, you know. Given, you know, it be very, very dry. Like, they've been in a drought for, like, years. I feel like now. Although I do honestly wonder how much of that is, you know, people actually wasting waters and, you know, like, huge companies using the water for various purposes, if not overusing the water. More than likely, it's more of the latter than the former, and yet the everyday people being told, hey, conserve your water and energy. Which is not going to do much. I mean, it might help a little, but overall, it won't, you know, reverse the drought or anything like that. At least that's my belief. Obviously, do not take this as, you know, 100% the gospel or anything like that. But that is not an area of expertise for me. Lambert! Oh! Pausing the... Yeesh. Wait, are you over in California? How are you? How is your Tuesday? I got started late technically because I'm a dummy and forgot to press start streaming and sat here for like over 20 minutes talking and having my black tea. Ah, okay, Bakersfield. Huh. Yeah, I've been basically, now that I'm fully caffeinated, I've been blabbing my head off. No, don't do that. Which, that is what usually happens when I'm fully caffeinated. At least for like the first hour, it's just like blah 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 blah, all the things. Although I did have stuff to talk about, so I would have been chatting anyway. Plus, it's probably better for me to talk and then not have us as a lot of, yeah, no. That I'm not surprised. Planting crops in a desert seems quite untenable. I mean, Maybe in a greenhouse, that would be a different situation because you'd be able to control the temperature and stuff of the environment. But yeah, no. That seems like a very bad idea. I mean, yes, I understand there's like huge swaths of land, potentially, but. Ugh. Does not seem smart. Other than the blatant misuse of water, how are you doing? How goes things? It is still, yeah, still morning for you because you're 3 hours behind. I am here working on dish towel number 2 out of 6 here. I'm definitely more than halfway done at this point. It helps that this is basically knit stitch forever. And very pretty colors. Black Wizard, hello. Hi. How you doing? Are you? Yep. For this, yeah. I have ones that are cable, but those are solids. Given this is a multicolored, I figured just let the yarn speak for itself. And yeah, I love this one a lot. This is honestly one of my favorites out of the multis. Which I'll probably grab the cable one during the break to show you guys the difference. Honestly, it's not terribly much, but I do enjoy the cables. Cables are definitely one of my favorite texture to knit. I figured. You're fine. Typos exist. And thank you. I am not responsible for it. This is Dishy from Knitpicks/We Crochet. So let's make sure. Okay. I said hello to the people. Also, defrosting the fridge. What happened? Her birthday is coming up. Yay, birthday! I'm hoping to get through the rest of these. If not this week, hopefully sometime, probably next week, take the pictures and put it in my Etsy shop. Because I do have the cable ones already in there. But I figured, you know, having the plain multicolored ones as a nice option too. Hopefully would gently bring some more traffic, maybe? It has a mini freezer attached to it. And that... Oh! That's a problem. Oh gosh. How the heck did the lid freeze shut? Jeez. Yeah, definitely good luck, because that ain't fun. I mean, it probably froze over, hence why the lid freezing shut, so it's gonna need to be somewhere warm in order for the lid to unfreeze itself. Yeah, we have a large freezer downstairs, and it's like, if you don't close it, or it's like, something's off, you'll get like little ice bits in places, so definitely familiar with that. It ain't fun. Especially if you have to chip the ice away to get it to do the thing properly. Oops. There it is. Oh, I'm pretty sure everybody hanging out here is already in the Art Trade Discord, but if anybody would like to check it out, totally feel free to click that Discord link. I know we all have a ton of Discords, probably. Yep, I have a timer for just for that. Created by Atomic Stacy via a fun mini discussion between her and Young Pixie Blue. I was about to say name incorrectly, but I didn't. basically a place where everybody who does various crafts, like say wood burning, knitting, chainmail, arts, 3D printing, and so much more, can definitely go and talk about whatever stuff they make and potentially trade and or sell their wares. But it's very much fun, and you should definitely go and check it out if you haven't already. Almost done with this row. Yep. And I'm I'm a couple minutes past break time, so I'm gonna, after this row, take my break. But yeah, we are definitely making pretty good progress. Also, the camera is a little bit off, but this is mostly pretty accurate when it comes to color in regards to this. Which that's literally the main problem sometimes, because, you know, taking pictures, colors can sometimes not be accurate. But this isn't bad. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually a little bit better. These are 8s. These are my 8s. My interchangeables, which these are also, Knit Picks. Although, actually, I got this yarn specifically from We Crochet. But given, you know, they're this pretty much similar sites, it's just We Crochet is more crochet focused and Knit Picks is more knitting focused. So, that's the thing. But yeah, 8 to give it a little bit more of a nice drape and looseness to it. Because this yarn allows for 7s and 8s. Although it's supposed to be a worsted, but honestly, this is probably like, say, heavy DK in true honesty, just given how, you know, tightly it's twisted. But at the same time, given it's cotton is like, you need a lot of twist, and, you know, you kind of have to be thin about it, so honestly, can't complain. I personally have not spun cotton, but spinning cotton is a time. Yeah, I started with 7s with the first one hanging out over here, and then I was like, I didn't like how it was, so I was just like, you know what? Let me pull these 8s. Which, these 8s were actually hanging out in the sweater. Coco! Hello. Hey, Demon. How are you? How goes Tuesday? Yes. Okay, fair. Also, thank you. Again, I got these about 2 years ago. Actually, almost 3 now, maybe? This is part of the interchangeable set that I have. The Majestic needles from Knit Picks, which has 2 24 and 2 36-inch cables in there. Plus, you know, various sizes. I think I made a towel with 4s. Yeah, I'm like, 4 is dense. Which are fair. With a towel, you want, like, density. But it was a little, yeah, thicker yarn and smaller needles sometimes can be a bit harder to struggle with when it comes to, you know, doing things. It's kind of like making amigurumi, given the whole, you know, you need thicker yarn and sometimes smaller hooks, so it's kind of in the same frame, so I can completely get that. Actually, let me do one more row and then I will actually take my break. That I should have taken about 5 minutes ago. Well, actually closer to 10 now. Whoops. It's been... I figured you've been busy, but how are you? Hopefully everything it is well. I'm just here blabbing. Coincidence? Yeah. Ooh, turquoise. Turquoise is always a pretty color. Which I think this kind of, even though it's aquamarine, it kind of has like almost turquoise, but turquoise is certainly a little bit more green than blue in the color spectrum, but they're certainly both very, very pretty. Also saw where that was an amusing coincidence, but yeah, I figured it worked pretty similarly. Also, I have a general link tree, which I am thinking I might put my Knitpick / We Crochet affiliate links in there. Thank you! I should probably do that. I've been sitting here talking. I feel like not working, but you have to. I will finish this row and I will hydrate. Where is my water bottle? Speaking of... Oh, okay. It's near this foot. I was like, I know it's nearby, but I don't remember where the heck it is. Because I had my tea and then had to move that. Because unfortunately there is only space on my dresser hanging out over here for one of them and not both. Because I have many things on my dresser. I like to keep things in reach, like my chainmail pliers. Even though I have a box for my chainmail pliers, but I like having those like readily in reach, so I don't have to go grabbing the box every time. Ooh, that's good. Also, I really should keep this side so I don't knock that over and have water leak through. But very much appreciate the hydrate reminder. That's better. Alright, so, yeah. I'm gonna go take my break before I sit here and end up doing one more row again. How far am I? Let's see, it was 7 inches the last time I checked, so this is probably, like, closer to 8 to 9. Oh, wow, I'm actually almost pretty close to 10. Okay, that works, because these are, like, 14 inches long. And given no cotton stretches, it's going to end up longer than that after use and all that good stuff. But yeah, break time for me. So I'm going to be back in about usual 10 minutes. Just need to get up and stretch. I grabbed something. Thank you. No worries. I'll be back in the usual 10 minutes. Yes. Breaks are indeed good. I am terrible at them when I'm not streaming. I tried to do them, but sometimes I'm just like, I do the thing. Indeed, it is Plinko time. For anybody who's not aware, I have a fun little mini game. Back. Also, I have some frozen grapes. Like, legitimately, I put some grapes in the freezer. Also, this is what I was talking about before I went on break, about the dish towels with the cables on them, although they curl up on the sides because, you know, stockinette curls. Which makes me wonder if I should just have, you know, garter stitch on the edges here to make sure that doesn't happen and leave the rest still as is. But I'm wondering if that will affect how this looks. But I could always just wash them and just, you know, block them to make them stay straighter. But yeah, so basically these are horseshoe cables, which some of you might recall from Bromfield's 100 Days of Knitting. This is their last day of knitting stitch pattern, and I really do enjoy these horseshoe cables. So yeah, I have 8 of these in the solid colors, and I have 2 more solid colors I am pondering whether or not I should do those on too. I might. Because, again, I think the lighter purple would actually go well with the dish scrubbies. Because I have dish scrubbies too in the... in the Etsy page, which I think I might need to do a little bit of tweaking on the Etsy page here and there, just aesthetically speaking. Probably nothing major. See if that would help, because I'm getting like actual views and traffic, but it's like, hi, can you please buy stuff? That'd be great. Which currently the shop is in... Ooh! Yay! That is awesome. Is it the 1.0 or the 1.1 version? I imagine it might be the 1.1 version. It just depends on when they purchased it. They have a 1.0, but one or two little tweaks. Plus, you know, now has a 1.1 motor. I have no idea. Okay, I presume 1.1 personally, but I guess you'll know once you get there, because you can actually see it on the underside. I forget where, but on the underside it does say 1.0 or 1.1, and then, you know, I believe the date it was manufactured, I believe. Also, just a reminder, my affiliate anniversary is actually coming up. It's on a Saturday this year. Although, let me double check that I have the right time for this. Check subscriptions. Because technically, even though it's my channel, I can technically be subscribed to myself, which is weird. Next sub anniversary is in 24 days. Yep. So, that's insane. How many days? 31 in this month, so... 14 and then 24. So, yeah. That is correct. Also, you can bet your floof, which actually I had reset the currency recently. I don't plan on resetting it until after my affiliate anniversary, given I kind of want to do a couple of prizes and basically, you know, resetting the currency like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks before then would probably be a bad idea. So yeah, I'm gonna wait until afterwards. Which I actually do want to see about looking at potential acrylic pins for one of the prizes. But we will see on that one. I have ideas. I always have ideas. It's just, sometimes putting them into fruition can be a thing. Which I'm going to be doing both virtual prizes and, you know, physical prizes in order for, you know, our lovely friends out in Europe and beyond can be able to participate and not have to worry about, you know, shipping and all that stuff. Although I did receive my Twitch payout the other day, so for the moment, I could possibly deal with sending out stuff to... I was gonna say the glaciers of Europe, but Europe's not only cold, so that is technically incorrect, but I'd technically be able to send stuff to Europe and not, you know, feel like someone's trying to hold me up for my wallet, essentially. Anyhow, that's gonna be a thing. I just need to set that up. Okay, the insides are starting to melt a little bit. Because I only left those grapes in the freezer for like a little over an hour. So now it's cold, but not cold enough that my teeth decide that this is not okay. Which is usually about the right range. Also, that reminds me, how much water do grapes have in them? Also, I would like to be able to search via Google. I keep forgetting the stupid thing wants to send me to Bing, which is very annoying. Let's see. Water content of grapes, out of curiosity. Contain blah blah blah. Also high in water content. Cup of grapes contains over 121 grams of water. Let's see. Grams to ounces? Also, how about if I put a space between 2 and ounces? That would help. Oh, that is 4 ounces of water out of a cup of grapes. Interesting. And crap, I just pressed my art program. So that's gonna open. Even though I don't need it right now. Although, I did not get to cleaning up the thing that I've been working on stream the past couple of Wednesdays in a row now. Although I might see about if I can do that not later today, maybe try that tomorrow before stream. And go from there, maybe. But I certainly want to do some progress and also get some other stuff done. I have some irons on the fire when it comes to art stuff too. And let's close you. Thank you. There we go. Although it's not gonna make my computer like break a sweat really, but I don't like having too many things open unnecessarily, which, you know, after a while even this computer is gonna strain. Although it's nice to be able to have like 3 streams open at the same time. Although, I sometimes do that and then, you know, sometimes I'm playing a game in the background and it's like, I choose which one I want to listen to at the moment. That pending. Oh, whatever the topic is. Ah, come on. So, I'm guessing with about 4 inches left on this dish towel, I actually might finish on stream today. Which, I remember saying earlier that there was probably no way that was going to happen, and that appears to be a lie now. Oh god. I guess that means I could possibly start my 3rd one on here. which would certainly work because I had hoped to, you know, be done with this one by this weekend, but I didn't work on it terribly much. But terribly much is better than none at all, I imagine. So, eh. Also, I forgot to bring that cup into the kitchen. My teacup, which... my cup being the Twitch cup. And very much plaid. Because I like plaid. Also, I enjoy purple, so this was a no-brainer when I got it. Which, at the time, they were having a sale, so I got it for like $4. Which, I don't think it's terribly expensive. The last time I checked, it was like $10. Although I could probably stand to check what that looks like now. Price-wise. Oh, why didn't I check? Oh yeah, I also need to get some clasps. I've completely forgot. I want to do those crochet stitch markers. I want to have at least like one size standard lobster clasp. What was I looking for? When did I get that? I think it was 2018 I got that cup. I believe so. Yeah, that's my old sketchbook, so yeah. Oh yeah, I got it for $4, and how much is it now? Oh, it's not even available anymore. Aw, that sucks. I liked that cup. It was a nice cup. So I guess that means I have to be ultra careful with that mug, which it's a 12-ounce mug, so not huge, but it's good enough for me. Come on. There we are. Also, I should check how much floof I have hanging out here. Oh, already? Well, given it's my stream, that is not exactly a surprise. Let's see if I can potentially get rid of it. There we go. If you guys want to play too, you can definitely join in and possibly earn yourself some additional floof, given stream currency is the way I use to run giveaways and stuff on stream. Which, obviously, I don't need the floof, so I just want to get rid of mine. Also, in addition to giveaways, it can be used for stuff. Like, say, potentially choosing what sort of stream I do. Which I think I need... Yeah, I don't think I got around to messing around with the amounts for that. But I changed the earning amounts. Meaning I need to bring those down just a little bit to make them viable for everybody. You already put all your floof, which you can check by doing exclamation point yarn. Once it tells you you've joined the thing, you're in. Oop, don't do that. Accidentally tugged on the cable for this thing, which... Okay, it stopped making the sound. This thing has been making sound sometimes, and I'm like, I just bought you this year. You're not allowed to make sound. Welcome back! I got back about 15 minutes ago, I think. No, I've just been generally blabbing. But welcome back. So, let's have more of frozen grapes. Well, partially frozen now. I seem to like them a lot more when they're frozen for some reason. Not sure why, but it's nice. It's like having a grape popsicle. Ah, come on. Why are we doing that? Yeah, I like the jazz. I have a couple of different playlists. I have like 2 of them involving video games. One is Ghibli covers. Let's see. 2 of them involve what's-its-face. Darn it. I didn't want to win. I wanted to get rid of my floof, man. I don't need it. But congrats, little girl, you have won some more floof. The game is going to be opened again in about 15 minutes, although it'll tell you with a little alert thing in chat. Which, if anybody who's not aware, you can earn floof by hanging out here with us, chatting, and I believe hosts, follows, subs, and things of that sort get you floof as well. But honestly, you can just hang out here and you'll certainly earn floof. Thank you, I was not saying that so people would host me. But I do appreciate it. As I try to say, hosts are never required. I just appreciate you guys coming in to hang out with me. I know not always everything I do is terribly exciting. So you guys deciding to hang out with me is very much appreciated. Must on this row. Oops. Oh, thank you. And row done. Also, I'm now reminded that I think I want to look through my Japanese Stitch book that I have on my Kindle, which I was briefly looking through it the other day. I'd bought it just so, you know, I could have some more stitches for, say, things like, you know, dish towels and so on and so forth. I hadn't gotten around to it, And I probably should at some point, maybe sometime later this year. Just because I'm kind of busy with the stuff and the things right now a wee bit. Nope. How about if I actually knit the stitch? That would be helpful. So I'm getting tea bought from me in England sent to me. Which apparently one of them's gonna be a surprise, so I'm just like, okay. Surprise tea it is. I know what one of them is. It's chocolate flavored oolong tea, which the oolong is loose leaf. Which I do need to get a new infuser because the other one I have is a little bit dented and slightly bent, which I am annoyed at. It works fine still, although there's like little bits of the tinier leaves that still get out of there, so I'm just like, I might get one of the more silicone ones. I don't think this loose leaf one is even a year old yet, which is kind of disappointing, but oh well. But yes. I am very excited for tea. I have never tried oolong tea before. Nope, 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 nope. Come back. Oh. Let's get back onto the needle. I honestly might get one of these 8. One of these 8s as in ChiaoGus. That or maybe just finally break down and just get the ChiaoGu interchangeables, but the ChiaoGu interchangeables are stupid expensive. Which, it was $100, I believe, the last time. Let's see. Amazon. ChiaoGu. Interchangeable knee. Which I'd probably buy the 5-inch ones. Yep. Oh, it's $150. Dear God. Dear God, that hurts my soul. That hurts my soul so much. Okay, 5-inch tips without all the fancy stuff is $78. So that's not as bad. No twist mini, interchangeable 7 to 5. 5-inch surgical stainless steel tips, sizes 2 to 8. Set comes with blah 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 blah. Lace tips, 40-inch, multi blah 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 blah. Mini system is not compatible with our other small or large interchangeable systems. Okay. Dear God, that $150 hurts my soul so bad. So bad. It was 100, but given, you know, ye old plague, I should not be surprised that it's 150 right now. Dear God. In Canada, yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Currency difference means it is worse in Canada. So I completely get that, but I really do want to maybe eventually get my hand on one of those sets. Just because I do like using them. Not that I don't like these, which I've had these for almost 3 years. I would have to go looking into my Knitpicks order history, because I know it's there. Which I think this is like maybe, if not one of the first things, one of the first thing I ever bought from Knitpicks. But there are certain sizes I haven't really used, so those needles are still pristine, and then other sizes I use a lot. That's like, after a while, the lamination rubs off, and then you can feel the roughness on there, which that is not something I enjoy. And it bothers me to no end. I mean, that doesn't affect that whether or not the needles work, but it's one of those textural things that kind of drives me nuts. I want to try the Prim. I think I've heard of that one. Let me consult Google for like the 15th time today. How about, I don't do that. Prim. PYRM. Knitting. Okay, knitting needles. Fixed or interchangeables? Also, is this a European brand? Oh, they have a knitting machine thing. Huh. Interesting. Ah, they're ergonomic. Okay. Wait, does that mean they're square or circular? Let's see. Copy. I will grab a link. I presume you mean this. Also, let's cut down this link so it's not a wall of text, because we don't need that. There we go. I always look for where I can cut it off so it's not stupid lengthy. I know the prices are probably different in Canada compared to the US about it, but those look interesting. I don't think I've personally seen them, but the name is very, very familiar to me. I must have heard that mentioned at some point in one channel or another, maybe. That is potentially the case. Also, after this froze done, I should probably check how long this dish towel is. The last I had checked, it was nearly 4 inches from being done. So, definitely should be getting closer. I don't know how much closer, but at least somewhat closer. And there we are. Alright. I know from experience, even though this is stockinette, I know I'm not going to have enough of this for another dish towel. Like, if someone wanted a pair of these, I'd probably have to buy another one of these. Alright, let's see. Okay. Let's make sure that's not getting tugged downwards too much. Okay, so European brand. Okay, so this is a little over 11, so we're getting there. I honestly thought I was closer to 12. But we're slowly but surely getting to 12. So that's pretty good. May or may not finish this by the end of stream. If we don't, we will probably be really close to finishing this one. What do you mean? Dish towel. Well, dish towel, or technically you could use this as a dust cloth. I have one of them already done in sea turtle. Let's move this back a little bit. They're about 9 inches wide by 14 inches long, so pretty lengthy. I have some of these in solids as a cable thing, although the edges like fold up a little bit because stockinette does that. But it's pretty much about the same. I have two more solid colors that I'm pondering whether or not to use for this. I do want to use the lighter purple one, but there's one color that tends to like bleed a little bit that I'm worried about. I have it sitting there. But yeah, this is for shop stuff because I want to add these in case, some people probably don't want the cables, so I figure having some not so fancy ones might hopefully draw some people's attention. Same. I'm very much a cable person. I like cables a lot. Come on. I was honestly thinking about maybe making these slightly less pricey on the cable ones, although honestly, I feel like my prices are not, that high to begin with, so I might leave this as the same price as the cable ones just because, it takes a bit to knit one of these. I do have an option for one of these or a pair of these. In case someone wants one rather than a full pair. There we are. But yeah, I am very much always a sucker for cables. Because it makes everything look a little bit more fancy. Even when it's not really. Which that cable is especially not difficult. Especially if you're doing it in the round, because you honestly just knit the knits and pearls for 6 rounds and then do the cable, which is essentially 2 smaller cables that you do reverse of each other, so opposite directions, and then you get the horseshoe shape that it's named for. Also the minigame. Do you put I do put beads in my shawls. I have one going that I'm putting beads in, and I have 2 already made that I have beads in. That's about the only thing I really put beads in, although I have an idea for, well, not an idea, I've already done the cowl already previously, that I'm probably going to do that again with some beads in there. But it's one of those things that sometimes it feels like a lot of work to put beads in there. So I tend to not do it with everything. Plus, again, beads are one of those things that kind of dresses up the item in question. So it kind of makes it feel like it's more for a fancier occasion. That's my opinion. Come on. Yeah, even though they're a little bit of work, they're certainly fun to work with. And the finished product using them is definitely a fun time, so I am not adverse to them. Although, doing that for Sock Madness this year, I kind of wanted to internally scream. Because doing essentially speed knitting socks with beads sometimes is just like a lot. And there goes my link tree again. So if you guys would like to check out places like my Etsy shop, my Ko-fi page, which I do have a tier available. I think, yeah, my Patreon's there too. What else? General social media stuff too, so our Instagram and our Instagram, stuff like that. That is certainly the place to do it. I figured it'd be a lot easier than having like a whole bunch of commands for all the social media stuffs. Alright, in about 5 more minutes, I'm gonna take my second break. Yeah, less links certainly helps. Not less links, but less commands help declutter in the bot, because sometimes I can't find things and it's like, sorry, just needed to stretch that old minute. Like, that's one of those things I tend to not do sometimes, is stretch my hands, which if you're a crafter, stretching your hands is very much a good idea, or else they will hate you. Especially when it comes to certain things. Like, say, you know, chainmail. As my hands get a little crabby at me after a while, just because, you know, you have to grip the pliers or else it'll be a not fun time. Let's see. Nicely done. Congrats on the win once again, Knitter Girl. The bot seems to like you today so far. Also, Demon, are you working with any projects that have beads in them right now? I realized I went on a tangent and I did not ask you the question that I was thinking. I do that sometimes. Come on. Ah, fair enough. For another hour. Well, definitely enjoy the chill time before work. Alright, I really do need to get the key thing for this and tighten these. I put these on without the key, and it is not really a problem, but, you know, if I don't tighten these enough, these will sometimes start to unscrew, which that can happen even if I tighten them with the key, but it's a lot less likely to happen if I do tighten them with the key, which, even though they call it a key, you can certainly, if you don't happen to have one, substitute with something like, say, a paper clip. And that should definitely work out pretty well. I would say or a bobby pin, but the bobby pins would have to not have like the the slight bulb thing on the end they sometimes have, which I imagine those are there so, they don't dig into, someone's scalp. Because that's not a fun time to have just the pointy metal digging into your scalp. She says like she's not speaking from experience. Oh, so I said 5 more minutes, didn't I? Yes, I did, and that was more than 5 minutes ago. One more row and I will take my second break. I do that a lot. And I think this is mainly because I know I am somewhat close to finishing this. That I'm just like, one more row and I will do the thing that I'm supposed to do. I'll be back, have some more of my frozen grapes, and stretch. Elbow, let's see. Why are we like this? Almost there. And there we go. Alright, row done. And I could check when I get back. But yeah, it's probably about 12 inches. So we are definitely getting there. I think we were like, say, halfway about when I got started. So no, actually a little bit less than halfway. But we are actually might just finish this on stream today. So I will be back in the usual, I was about to say 5 to 10, but yeah, no, 10. 10 minutes. I will be right back. Oh, there we are. I love it just as I come back on. It's like, hey, you can bet your floof again. Great timing. Welcome to anybody who has come in during my break. Thank you. So I was gonna check how long. Thank you. How long this dish towel currently is. Target length is about 14 inches. Let's see. I suspect it's about 12. So we'll see if we can actually get there by the end of stream, which it's fine if we don't. I am not in a hurry. Yeah, just about 12 inches. Which I should say. Yeah. It's not flat the way it should be, but either way it should be. Yeah, just about 12 inches. So. Oh, pressing your luck again. I see. Go for it! Also, I do need to work on the thing so people can give other people currency in here, which the thing I do want to implement, which I might have to ask Devicat if she has a code in her bot for that, if she could share that with me. Yeah, let's see if we can get the last 2 inches of this dish towel done in this final hour of stream for today. that I have no real intention of going over. Although, technically I am, but eh. Whatevers. I know Demon's gonna be doing work post-stream, so... what are the rest of you guys gonna be doing for the rest of your respective ends to your days? Because I know some people are later in the day than others. Plus, there are some Australian friends that like to hang out here. Which, honestly, bless your heart, honestly, because it's like, it is stupid early. But I appreciate you guys. And I know Australia is obviously not the only place where it's like stupid early in the morning. Anywhere in that time zone. So say, is Japan in the same time zone as Australia? I am not sure geographically speaking. I think some parts of it, because Australia has a half-hour time zones, if I am not mistaken. Something along those lines. It's right here. Yay! We should be getting rain in a few hours ourselves. So I'll have to make sure I grab the thing hanging out on the clothesline before then, because that'll not be fun if it gets caught in the rain. But I should have another 2 hours approximately before that happens. A little over 2 hours. But obviously I don't want to cut it too close. Come on. But it does sound like a very cozy day to be knitting during a nice rainy backdrop of an afternoon. Oh no! Yeah. Luck of the draw. I'm sorry you lost your floof. But you'll definitely earn it back soon enough. Yeah, I definitely should figure out how to allow people to be able to gift their floof. I know it's a thing with, which bot is it? Deepbot? Deepbot is way more customizable. But, yeah, I know it's a thing with Deepbot. So I'm wondering, given, you know, I imagine they're similar enough, you'd be able to implement that code onto the Streamlabs bot. There's nothing really saying that shouldn't be the case. So I'm gonna see post-stream today if I can tinker around with that and see what happens. Because there are some people who earn a lot of floof. I imagine they would want to spread the love if they can. On. There we go. Oh, you still have a lot more floof than you started with. Okay. That works. Which that's usually how it is. Also, I still need to add more. Well, don't need to, but I kind of do want to add some more detective themed tiers. I never did think anybody would get to like 100 or more hours, but given, you know, I've been around for quite a bit of time now, that has actually happened, so I'm just like, what do I do now? Oh yeah, I can add a John Watson tier. Uh... That reminds me, I have not watched Elementary in a really long time. Since the show ended. I am trying to figure out how the hell do I say that, but thank you. Ugh. That's kind of a little bit. Oof. A little bit cranky. But thank you for that stretch reminder. I do appreciate it. Also, hi! If you feel like talking. Pollo Explorador. I think that's how you say your name. Feel free to correct me if you would like to. Yes, stretchy and important. Oh, come on. Did you unscrew a little bit again already? Why? Don't appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna have to get the stupid key thing once I'm done today and tighten that so that stops happening frequently. It's just the fact that I've been lazy that I haven't done so already. But I literally could have done that this weekend, but it honestly slipped my mind. Do-do-do-do. Mm-hmm. Ah, come on. Getting back to the needle thing I was mentioning before, if I don't get, like, the whole ChiaoGoo set, I would probably get some fixed ChiaoGoos in a size 8. I do have them in a 16-inch for size 10 for hats, just because I do use it well enough for hats. I was like, I figured it was well enough an investment. I imagine in size 8, about 16 inches, would probably work just as well. If not 16, maybe a 24. But I probably wouldn't use size 8 for hats because I feel like it makes the fabric a little bit too stiff if you're working with worsted. If I were working with, like, you know, a slightly thinner weight, like, say, DK or Sport, although Sport would probably be... Yeah, it would be looser with DK. Therefore making Sport very, very loose, because Sport is a 2, and 2 is like, what, about a US 4 to a US 6, so What's a US 4 again? US 4 is like... what is it? 4.25? Or is it 3? You sure? I always get them mixed up, so I might be incorrect because that is a thing. Let's see. Okay, nitpicks. Because they usually show their sizing. Alright. And I do have a knitting gauge just in case. Like general yarn and fiber. Yeah, lace, fingering, sport, DK, and worsted. That's usually how it's organized. Because lace is 0, fingering is 1. Sport should definitely be a 2. Let's see. Yarn size guide? Yeah, no, sport is a 2. Yeah, everything I'm seeing here, sport is definitely a 2. Because 3 is typically called lightweight, but that is usually another word for DK. I forget. Yeah, DK typically. But DK and sport are not used interchangeably. No worries, you're fine. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I do recall. But sometimes I do get it mixed up, so that is completely fair. I just want to make sure that I was not saying something incorrect. I usually try to check on things like that. Just to be sure. So yeah. No worries, yeah, I do the same too, so I was wondering if that was the case on my end, so that is why I googled. Just to be sure. But I honestly don't really use DK or sport either way. I honestly tend to use, if not fingering, it is worsted, which this is supposedly worsted. Because it literally says it's a 4, but honestly, this would certainly classify more so as a 3 rather than a 4. Personally. Come on. I hope I'm not pulling this too tight. I want to make sure my tension is even enough. I know I don't have like a death grip on this, so I should be fine. Although I swear when I first used to knit, I had a death grip on needles. Not to the point that I broke them, thank goodness. But it's like, I definitely had a death grip. And it took a bit of time for me to relax my grip. But I got there. I don't know why I thought of that, but I remember that used to be a thing where I used to just be like, basically hold on for dear life, essentially, while I was holding on to my yarn. Actually, hold on to the needles. Whoops, I misspoke. That's one of those things that can make your tension a bit tight. Which, for things like, garments, that is not a good thing unless that's, what you're going for, which that is perfectly fine. Also, I keep wanting to speak into this even though I have my microphone right here, because I used to use this camera as my microphone for so long that it's like ingrained in me to move closer to speak into it, even though it is not the thing currently taking my voice right now. So, old habits. Do, do, do. Alright. I'm very tempted to check, but I highly doubt I've gotten 2 inches done, so I'm gonna keep going until I need to compare. So like another about 15 minutes, I will check and see how close we are. Which you guys probably notice it is after 4, but given the whole I forgot to turn on the goddamn stream. You technically have another 20 minutes with me until I head off for the day. So I am pondering hosting somebody. Not sure who yet, but I might take you guys to someone new, because I know I tend to hang out with the same people sometimes, but I try to branch out. Also, I realized I could have sang that Bon Jovi song when I was like halfway at the halfway point on this dishcloth. Darn, I can't believe I missed my opportunity. Oh well. I have 4 more times to be able to say that. Also, there's that. Once these are done. Oh wow, you are going pretty much all in. Man. Good luck. Yeah, I figured you'd earned a little bit more. Because it's about 4 floof however many minutes. Let me see after this, bro. I thought I was gonna wait like another 15 minutes. Well, 10 now, but it does not hurt to compare with the other dish towel I have here. Almost there. Oh, Sock Wizard, if you happen to be around. What color are you possibly planning to do with your dish towel for your grandmother, given her birthday approacheth? Alright, so pause that. Let's put other dish towel here. Let's see. Are we there yet? Oops. Accidentally nudged the... Oh, yeah, we are pretty close. Pretty close, if not pretty much almost there. Yeah. Okay, then. Let me measure this to make sure. You know, it might sit on the other dish towel weird and throw off the measurements, so it does not hurt for me to double check with my tape measurer here. Which, even though this has the same thing like the Nitpicks ones, I actually got this off eBay because Nitpicks only has red and green, and I don't know why, given that there are other colors available. Oh, this is actually past 14 inches. Holy well, I think I'm gonna have to tink back like a row or two. Whoops. Oh well. Nicely done! You have won back Floof. In fact, I think, yeah, you won back the Floof that you lost and then some. I'm gonna tink back. Two rows and then cast off, and then we will have dish towel number 2 pretty much done. Which I'll wind off the extra bits. Come on, let me do the thing. I did not think I would overshoot it, so that's actually kind of hilarious. Which I think I should be here for one more round of the minigame, and then that'll be it on that part for the day. Also, let me double check, although I'm pretty sure she is already headed off for today. Alright, click that. But yeah, she and I run similar times, so unless she goes over, which is highly unlikely. Yep, that's what I thought. It's what I thought. Bad. Bad. Oh well. There definitely should be some other crafting people I can throw in a poster or follow to. Yep. Quite a few, actually. Although, actually, let's see. June. Let's see. How long has she been on? Okay, I'm muted. And how long? Oh no. Yeah, she's at the 2 hour point, so she is probably gonna head off for today. Yeah, I just want to see who I can possibly host. I know she tends to not be on that long. And sometimes she shows up earlier, sometimes she shows up later. Alright, one more row for me to tank back, and then it'll be cast off time, I think. Although I do want to make sure. It's only 2 rows I need to cast off from, and not more than that. Oops. Come on. I have no need to lose stitches right now. We've been doing good today. No more losing stitches, please. Hold on, I'm gonna check if that's actually important. I'll be right back because the house phone's ringing. Okay, that is actually not important, so... Okay, that's what I thought. Because normally it's a whole bunch of telemarketers and blah 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 with the house phone, so... I just wanted to check, because there was actually a call that was important earlier, so I just wanted to be sure they weren't calling again. Come on. We're getting there. I know I said I probably won't go over, but if we're like, say, we're in the middle of the bind off and it's about that time, I'd probably wait until I'm finished binding off to end stream, obviously. Come on. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Is that... Yeah, good. Or do I have to tink back a little bit more? I might have to tink back a little bit more. It still feels a little bit long. Actually, no, we're good. Actually... Would I need to... Yeah, I would need to reknit that. God damn it. So how about I reknit this? Reknit this row I just untank and then bind off straight from there. Because now it's telling me it's too short and it's like, why? What did I do to deserve this? But luckily, given the hole, this is garter stitch, so basically I have to knit like 37 stitches, which should only take me About a minute or so. Come on. Almost there. Doop, doop, doop. Oh yeah, because I don't need to knit it through the back because it was already done. Alright, so now that that's there, let me start binding off on this guy, and I try to be a little bit loose. Although I honestly should just go up a needle size when I bind off. Because sometimes my bind offs can be a wee bit tight. Come on. Okay, not that bad right now, but yeah. Do tend to be a wee bit on the tighter side. Which is why I try to be at least as loose as possible. Nope, nope, nope. Come back. Come back. There we are. Okay, I might have a wee bit of time at this rate, but I might at least get to cast on dish towel number 3, although watching me do a long cast on of 38 or so stitches is probably not gonna be the most exciting thing in the world. Oh yeah, I turned down the gain, but hopefully I'll get a little bit bright again. Yeah. Which that is the main reason I tend to leave the gain on the camera pretty high, just because sometimes once the light's not bright from outside, it can tend to start looking a little bit dark over in this corner. Which, when it comes to certain things, that is obviously not helpful. Come on. I really should see if I should do the Icelandic bind off for some of these, just because I feel like the Icelandic bind off would be. Oh no! Bless you! Almost there. Where? What the heck did I do with my little scissors, my stork scissors? They should be around here somewhere. I know I saw them earlier. I prefer using those for cutting anything yarn related because I literally got those just to cut, you know, yarn. Using scissors for anything else like paper and stuff tends to dull the blades. Is not fun. Let's see. There it is. Alright. Let's leave that long enough. And I saw it somewhere. Where art thou? There's a mine. There it is. Oh, I picked them up just for that. Cool. Which I had two of these. One of these has gone, like, almost permanently missing. I have no idea where it is. Like, I'm gonna find it some random day and it's gonna be very, very, very stupid. Savvy! Hello! Not on for terribly much longer, but hi! How are you doing? Just finished this dish towel. I need to, I need to weave in the ends. I can speak. But yeah, dish towel number 2, done. I literally had to tink back a row because I apparently overshot it by just a tiny bit, but not terribly much. So, sea turtle, aquarium, and I'm gonna grab... What is it? Cup and saucer? That's the blue one. Yay! Yay on finishing the fluff. Alright, so... I'm gonna wind this into a cake with the leftover bit here. Not now, but afterwards. Oh. I'm gonna at least cast on dish towel number 3. Let's see where we go. I think because the edges are not curled, it makes these look a lot larger, even though there's not terribly much in the way of discrepancy between the size of these and the cabled ones, which also, pressing this makes it very squishy. But yeah, I guess there's an upside to sitting here for nearly 20 minutes and working on this without realizing that I wasn't online. Managed to finish this in one stream. So that works out pretty well. Also, we are just about over the 3-hour mark, but let me at least cast this on here. Oh, that's a bit long of a tail. I don't like my tail super long. It feels like a waste of yarn, but let's see. Let us see. How long the tail will be once I get my 38 stitches onto here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, this tail might be just fine. Alright. Yeah, today is basically a rain day because it's, what is it? Fred? Remnants of Fred? Is it a tropical storm or is it a hurricane at this point? I have no clue. Heck, I had no clue that Fred even existed until I checked my phone. Which, it also amuses me that it's called Fred, but I know that's just, uh, just the list of names that the weather service basically has for naming tornadoes. Not tornadoes, hurricanes. Don't know why I said tornadoes, even though I already said hurricane. 15? Whoops. Hi, how about I start counting again? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, two more than necessary. So let's take these last two off. And yeah, okay. We have a pretty good tail. Not too long, but not too short either. Again, I don't like having super long tails just because it feels like a waste of yarn to me. So I'm gonna get a row or two on here and pretty much call it a stream for today. Which, given I managed to finish a dish towel, I'd say we certainly got some stuff done. Come on. Come on. It's always this first row that's kind of weird. Again, I cast ons can be a little bit tight. Which that is the thing I usually try to remind myself not to seriously tighten when I'm doing my cast on, or else it'll basically make the first row very much a pain. So as you can definitely see, this is way more blue than green. I'm kind of just knitting these in, say, color order. Well, rainbow color order, rather. Come on. Come on. Alright. Well, that should make this go a little bit easier. Celia, hello. Sorry, your name's a little bit dark, so I had to look for a second, because I have dark mode. But shaded blue is a wee bit dark for me. But, dish towel. I actually just finished this dish towel and cast it on this one, so I'm actually gonna be heading out once I'm done a couple of rows. But how you're doing? How is your Tuesday? I'm glad to see you. Also, how is your vacation, if it's still happening? Twist that back on? Yeah, I really do need to get that key so I can tighten this on, because that'll be a pain. Mm-hmm. I'm back streaming this week. Yay! Nice. Not bad. It is not terribly hot. Although I had the fun moment of sitting here for 24 minutes, not realizing I was live. Well, I wasn't live, rather. And was chatting around like I was streaming, and then I saw, I was like, I'm not live yet. I'm actually on here like a little bit later than I intended to be. I wanted to make sure I at least stream for a full 3 hours. Yeah, I was just like... but... On the plus side, it helped me get through the rest of this dish towel. Which, this is number 2 out of 6 of them I have in these multicolors. So... there's that at least. Like, that is the second time ever I've done that, and I was just like, how did you manage to do that for 24 minutes? I was sitting there chatting, and I was like, I'm surprised I didn't see anybody come in yet, but it happens sometimes, so, meh. Alright, so how about I do this row, and probably call it extreme? But yeah, I'm glad I could at least, for a little bit, be helpful company. I'm so glad you were getting back to streaming. How'd the rest of your vacation go? I hope you had a fun time. Oh. Hi, Veggie. How are you doing? Hopefully your day is going well so far. Also, it was nice to be in. Yeah. Although I say this, it's like been warm the entire time because of the summer for here. I'm kind of awake during the small favors. It's pretty chilly in the UK. Wait, haven't you guys been getting like stupid hot temperatures at times though? Like for you guys, stupid hot, like saying, you know, the 30s. I know, at least in some places, been like, this is not normal summer for us. So that is interesting. That's it. Okay. I don't know why I felt longer than that, but fair. Alright, so... Lipsky said. Ah, okay. So, basically, anybody who didn't see... This is dish towel number 2. This is... Aquarium multicolor, which I really do like this. This is a nice sea-looking color. Although, I do wonder if these could also be like placemats, given the size of them. Although, I imagine compared to an actual placemat, this would probably be a little bit small, I suspect. But I managed to finish that. Yes, I'm aware I have ends to weave in. But I'm gonna do that before I take pictures, but after I finish the rest of these, because this is the third one here. And this nice multi-blue. I do enjoy. Yeah, actually that's actually pretty accurate, but face camera if you want it a little bit more accurate. I do enjoy this. Enjoy this color a lot. Ugh, let me stretch my arms, because I've been at this for about 3 hours. Yeah, this is turquoise. This is definitely more blue. The camera's actually playing nice in the accuracy for today. Sometimes it doesn't, but for now, it's being good about it. Is there anything else I really need to talk about? Do you guys know any good TN users? Also, I keep trying to talk into this like this is my microphone, even though the microphone's over here. I know better and I can look at it, but I keep wanting to do that just because it's so close to my face. Plus, it used to be my mic at one point, so very hard not to do that. I'm only asking, although, since I'm sitting here, I might as well note one in a row. I swear this is not going to continue to be the one more row show. Where? Also, dish towel comparisons. I'm only doing the multicolors garter stitch just because the cables would not work for them because, you know, short color changes equal stuff like cables not being as visible as one would like. So I figure doing that would probably help. Although, again, the whole cable kind of means the ends start to curl a wee bit, which does make me wonder if I should do garter stitch for the ends and keep it regular the rest of the way. That or, you know, wash and pin them down. So, you know, the ends would stay at least a little bit more flat. But they're basically the same size, which these full length are 9x14, but you know, after a while, given cotton stretches, it'll definitely get a wee bit wider and a wee bit longer. Because that's what cotton does. Oh my god, I can word. And that's probably a cue for me to at least finish up here. When I start stumbling on my words more than once, frequently, that usually means my brain has decided it is quitting time. At least in regards to streaming for the day. But let me at least get this brown all done. Yeah, definitely I got the key because that's starting to undo the thing again. Like the 5th time. I didn't tighten these with the key because these are interchangeables before I started working on the previous one. Well, the first one rather, because I hadn't really bothered. Which the only reason that bothers me is only when, you know, the yarn gets caught between the groove of, you know, where the needle attaches and the cable. It's one of those things that very much annoys me. But yeah, so a couple of rows of new dish towel, number 3, and finished dish towel number 2. So we are certainly progressing on the dish towels, so I'm very much pleased with that. Let's go to the face cam also. I'm gonna quickly check. Who we can go and host maybe is... Okay, no. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Alright, so... There we go. Okay, yeah, she's still on. I figured as much, because she runs a little bit longer than I do. So, that's very much helpful. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Knitter Girl, thank you for your host. I believe that's about it for eventful stuff that happened today. I'm pretty sure, but let me double check. No, Moral Nikki, thank you guys for the host, for your host as well. Word. I will be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow is art day, so we will be doing the digital art stuff and things then. But hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, however long or short may that be. Good time zone to you. And I will hopefully see you guys again soon. I'm gonna host Lioness, and she is on. She is currently, I believe, making well, she has some bong cats hanging out there. I'm not sure if she's making a Bonago cat, but she has some very cutes, and she does the crochets, and she does a little bit of spinning too. She got into that recently, and it is very much fun. So I'm gonna do the end screen for a moment, and then just gonna host over there. Yeah, definitely great to see you guys.